Boom. Hey! Synth fan in the heezy. Jamie from Wisconsin, Kathy Murphy, Fox Hill Dreams, Alaska Cindy, Peter Isabos, Pasta D, Johnny's 2 Cents, Deborah Baldini, the Trump Reaper. Wait. Steph, Lucy, Tanise, Tina G, RJ, Tracy M, Debbie Neiman, Phyllis Hatch, Karen Purdy, Cha-Cha, Misha Oliver, Ms. Nick Starshoe Mate, and me, BDD in the Heezy, Queen of the South, Stephanie L, Sandra, Laura, Monique Lee, Ms. Nick, Pandora, Kimini, Audrey Yu from Brooklyn, of course, Kathy Murphy, Fox Hill Dreams, Punxsutawney Mo, Paula Freitas. Hey! Hey! Deborah Baldini. Hey! Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Blue Wig, and this is Storytime. Happy hump day, everyone. I don't know people who have long hair and like bangs. Seriously, I don't know how you do it. It is annoying as hell. But happy hump day to you all. See, I can't even tell which way. There we go. Happy hump day. Happy Cinco de Mayo to you all. We're going to get into a little bit of history about Cinco de Mayo and history on the, let's just do that stories of the day thing and we'll clear it all up there. Stories of the day. What is the First Amendment and how does it relate to social media? Is the GOP that flaming garbage fire, is it worth saving? Is it beyond saving? Is it worth saving? We'll talk about it. Peloton is recalling all of its treadmills for some deadly reasons. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. We're going back to the 80s with our Name That 80s tune. Last but not least, this vapid, vacuous clown, Brian Kilmeade, is today's You Raggedy Bitch. You Raggedy Bitch. Yeah, so some of you guys may have noticed I am wearing my new New York Knicks jersey. This is the jersey of Julius Randle, who is lighting New York on fire with his exemplary play. He's made it not embarrassing to be a Knicks fan anymore. I am a long-suffering Knicks fan. Those of you who know me know, like, and I'm superstitious about it too. If If my team is winning, then I'm not tweeting about it because I don't want to put the jinx on them. But at the end of their 9-game winning streak, they lost to Phoenix. It was so I was like, well, guess it's okay to talk about them now because I didn't cause them to lose. I kept my mouth shut and they lost anyway. So anyway, that's that. Another thing I want to talk about very briefly this is the random shit part of the show. Some of you may have noticed I posted a tweet a little while ago about some random Twitter account that has been started today. It's called @DJT_Desk. Apparently, the former guy is attempting to sneak in through the back door of the Twitter suspension policies and trying to, create some other account that nobody will know it's him, but everybody knows. So if you happen to see DJT Desk, please report it. Please report it because he is trying to skirt the rules and people with smaller accounts that nobody knows can't get away with it. So certainly that jackass who incited insurrection should definitely not get away with it. No. And you know what? From the time I tweeted it, I didn't even want to tweet it. There was a catch-22, like, shit, do I just ignore this? But then if I ignore it, then I'm not doing my job of making people aware to report it. But in the meantime, from the time I reported it, he had 700 followers. And from the time that I checked like a half hour ago, he had doubled it to 1,700. So please, if you see it, if you haven't already reported yet, please do so. It'll take you a minute to do it and get him the hell out of here. All right. So today's blue wig is is because we're doing the 80s name that tune thing, and I thought this was appropriate, so bada bing, bada boom. All right, let's jump right on into our quick hits. Hit that son of a beach and knock him back out of Twitter. Knock him out of Twitter. I have to be careful to say knock him out of Twitter because, fun fact, it is illegal. He's not the president anymore, not the president. But apparently there is a rule saying you cannot threaten. Wait, WK is reporting he has been suspended. Oh, Samantha Hawkins, too, is saying he has been suspended. That's nice. I like it. All right. That's good news. I hope this, I hope that extends to all of the other accounts that he started, too. Speaking of which, today is Cinco de Mayo, which translated from Spanish just means the 5th of May. Now, the celebration of Cinco de Mayo does not mean I have the best taco bowls in my building, the Trump Towers, the best Taco Bells. I love Hispanics. That's not what Cinco de Mayo is about, posting some stupid ass tweet about that. No, Cinco de Mayo is a Mexican holiday. And believe it or not, in Mexico, it's not really a major holiday. It's not like Christmas. It's not even like Dia de los Muertos or, the Day of the Dead. It's not big like that. It is a day that commemorates a victory, like against the French. Jesus Christ. And it was one battle that they're commemorating. The name of the battle, it was the Mexican Army's May 5th, 1862 victory over France at the Battle of Puebla during the Franco-American War, the war they had with the French. So, but it has grown in significance here in America. and it's like a celebration of Mexican culture, which I think is always a good thing because America, like it or not, America is a melting pot, and we have so many different cultures and nationalities to celebrate, and we do so joyfully. Look at this stupid thing. Seriously, bangs. What is the purpose of bangs? To drive you crazy like water torture? All right. Next up, Superman. Superman. DC and Warner Brothers apparently are working on a new version of Superman. So they haven't gotten us a black James Bond yet, but they are talking about doing a black Superman, which when I first heard it, I was like, yeah, okay. Sure, why not? There's all, multiple universes. Now, you guys know I am a comic book fan. I am as nerdy a comic book fan. Like, I'm that guy. When I walk into a comic book store, I can literally stand there for an hour and a half talking to one of the clerks in there or several of the clerks about different issues of different comics. I'm that guy. Okay. So, I saw there was some negative people were bitching about this. Why would you go and make? So here's the issue. Okay. Superman's Kryptonian name is Kal-El, Kal-El, Kal-El. And for all intents and purposes, as long as we've known Superman, the white Superman, the original Superman, Kal-El came to Earth and became known as Clark Kent. Okay. But then recently, there's been a new version of Superman, the black Superman, and he was introduced as Calvin Ellis or Val-Zod, right? So, and he came from a different universe, and he's basically got the same powers as Superman. He's just black. And I think that's an interesting dynamic because, wow, you can't, you can't put your knee on Superman's neck. You could try to profile him, but he's going to break out of those handcuffs right quick, and you could have a problem on your hands. So anyway, this version of Superman was actually originally intended, it was written as Barack Obama, actually. Barack Obama was the model for this version of Superman. So yeah, there's a whole lot of controversy, and comic book nerds are gonna bitch and cry about the original, the original Superman and blah blah blah. Guys, don't try to couch your criticism of the black Superman in, well, it should be like the original book. No. Just deal with it, guys. There's gonna be a woman Thor. Just handle that shit. There's already a black Captain America, so what's the big deal? Get a grip. All right, moving right along. Peloton is under fire recently, and it's not because of that awkward commercial they made a while back where the woman was concerned that she was not going to be able to lose enough weight for the guy who bought her the machine. No, this controversy is serious, actually. It involves their treadmills. Now, the treadmills they have resulted in one death of a child, an infant child, a young, like 2 or 3 year. I'm not sure how old the baby was. I saw the picture and I immediately decided I'm not sharing that picture because I was disturbed by it. A child literally got sucked under the treadmill. Scary. Now, again, it's that one death and 70 injuries. That was enough for Peloton to recall all 125,000 treadmills. All of them recalled. So if you guys have one of these Peloton treadmills, please return it. It's you want to crush your workout. You don't want to get crushed by your workout. So take this warning seriously. I'm sure they'll get you another one, or they'll get you some kind of discount on a new one. No worries there, Matt Meehan. I see you. Trump Reaper wants to know, what is it with their treadmills? How could it kill a kid? So I'm assuming that the child fell. The child was on the treadmill. Should not have been on there unsupervised, but whatever. They should probably build some kind of safety feature into it so that doesn't happen. And child fell and got sucked under the treadmill. So that's terrifying. You don't want that to happen to anyone. So that's that for the quick hits, folks. M Ward says, I need a hairpin for that part that's gouging out my eye. Yeah. Jennifer Rayner supposes maybe any treadmill could have done it. You wonder that most likely has happened. How has that not happened over the years? But because Peloton is a fairly new and viral treadmill thing, or exercise equipment, that's why this has become so serious. All right, guys, I got some cute, funny clips in our timeline cleanse segment of the day. Oh, damn it. Timeline cleanse. Yeah. Hey, we got somebody new here. I see the world's greatest entertainer has joined us. Thank you to the world's greatest entertainer. All right. So have you guys, I'm sure quite more than a few of you have seen the movie Forrest Gump, right? And one of the famous catchphrases from that movie was, "Run, Forrest, run." Well, this next clip, you kind of want to tell this individual to stop, Forrest, stop. The guy on the far, the guy who's winning. Watch him. Don't. He couldn't put the brakes on. Come on, dude. We know you fast, but you're not that fast. So wait, where is he? Is he okay? Can he walk? Is his leg broken? No, there he is right there. Was that a dare? Check this out. I'm going so fast, I don't have time to stop. I'm just gonna whoosh. That's insane. I mean, seriously, how fast are you going that your momentum cannot be stopped by your own feet? That's kind of Stop, Forrest, stop. Okay, that's enough of that one. This next clip was created by a fellow resistor by the name of George Hahn. George Hahn is on Twitter, and I believe he is a comedian, and he is offering up his impersonation of Lauren Boebert.
Hello, America. I'm Lawrence of Guns Boebert. I'm here to show things I learned in my crash course on how to talk on, like swivel a little bit to create interest, talking like a really big porn awards.
Hang on a second. I had to stop that because it was, I don't know if it was buffering for you guys, it's buffering for me. So I jumped out. I'm going to jump back in and give it a second try. Here we go.
Hello, America. I'm Lauren Tons of Guns Boebert. I'm here to show off some of the things I learned in my crash course on how to talk on camera, like swiveling a little bit to create interest, talking like a really bitter announcer at the porn awards, and making sure that my lips never come completely together because guys like that easy access mouth. I'm also here to stop Democrats from taking over this country and making it more equitable for everyone. Because for me, America's changing way too much and I fucking hate it. And if you hate it too, Donate to me, Lauren Tons of Guns Bobert, an empty vessel, a shell, a husk. Shut up. I don't talk like that. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Hello.
That is George Hahn. I've seen quite a few of his videos. Very talented. Check him out on Twitter. Next up, this one is my favorite. I tend to like to save my favorite clip for last. Those of you who have children, young children, or those of you who have at one point been a young children, you will know that performing in front of a lot of people, a lot of adults, people that you don't know, even performing in front of your own classmates is difficult. You know, it can be, it can be very awkward. It can be terrifying, but some people are just built. They're just made differently. They're ready for the camera. Lights, camera, action. This little one here. She is ready. She is ready for it. She ate up this whole show. Her face, though. She owns this show now. This show is just her and everybody else. I feel for the little girl who's next to her, who is terrified. I'm so sorry. I mean, I feel really bad. She's just with her face covered this whole time. If she just looked over to her left, she might have cracked up a little bit. this little girl. And she's doing the dance. Even her classmates are like, damn, man. She's too good. I don't even, can you guys understand what they're saying? Are they saying chimichanga? Does anybody know this song? Bottoms up. Kitty cat? Oh, chimichanga. All right. There we go. That girl is a young burgeoning star. All right, let's see. Yeah, we're doing good on time. So, guys, you know what time it is. It is time for the roll call. Show me where you're coming from. Show me where you are at. Show me now. A chimichanga, chimichanga, chimichanga. Pandora from Boston, Synth Fan from Florida, Petty Deb from Arizona, Kathleen Cross from Boothwyn, Pennsylvania, Stephanie from Florida, M. Ward from let's see. Kathy Murphy is stuck in CT like I'm stuck in these bangs. Janet from CT. My CT gang, they got it together. You guys are synchronized today. Let's see. Fox Hill Dreams from Aiken, South Kakalaki. Peter is a boss from Colorado. Whoa. LB Studio from Austin, Texas. LB Studio is new, folks. Tina G in Albuquerque. Winnie from Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Winnie, every time I see your name, I see the BG next to it, I swear I want to say Winnebago. I'm sorry, but it's what it is. Thank you, Winnie. Jennifer Rayner, that's Jeffiner, 68 from Wisconsin Rapids. Wildflower from Woodstock. And Can I Get a Beer is still in Florida. Can I get a beer? Yes, you can. Hold my beer. Michelle Warmoth from Berlin, CT. Valerie from Staten Island. Sheila from Vancouver, Washington. Julianne Gauthier from the Central Coast of California. Happy Hippie from Arizona. Nurse Mitch from Glen Burnie, Maryland. She Bee in Chicago. Lisa Hathaway in Cleveland, Ohio. Ness from Connecticut. Ferguson Abby from Long Island, New York. Right? Long Island, New York. Gavin Rutherford from sunny Scotland. Jen Murphy in the DMV, Patty from Gainesville, Texas, Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio, there she is, Johnny's 2 cents in Crackamore, Washington, Crackamore, I like it, Sudie Q from Centennial, Colorado, Solid Blue Sister in Southern Cali, Charlie D in Phoenix, Samantha from the Bronx, Anna Alvarez is still in Claremont, Florida. Watcher Soko in Orange County, California. Tanise from the Bronx. Jenny Tilskatchin. You left out an R there. That's Matt Meehan, guy. Jenny Tilskatchin in Brooklyn from Matt Meehan. Jamie from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Marie from New Jersey. Misha in Sunny Beach, sunny Long Beach, California. Debbie with Alexa and Blake from Boca Raton. Marty from Calgary. Monique and Mom from the DMV. Hi, Mom. Lee Saunders from Leeds, UK. Hello, everyone. Star Shoemate in Columbus, Ohio. Patty Duke for Life from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. The world's greatest entertainer, unfortunately, South Kakalaki. But that's not unfortunate. It's fortunate because I get to say Kakalaki again. Sandra here in Paramount, California. Lucy from Orange County, California. Jasmine Lacey from Eagle River, Alaska. Stacy in sunny SoCal gonna make chimichangas for dinner. Asmilla J in Houston. Samantha B in Northeast PA. Mickey is running for justice in Greece, New York. Queen of the South, that's C from Kansas City. Chrissy from Connecticut. Sherry Scary, Casey, Missouri, home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Wilbur, that's our dog lover buddy from Martinez, Georgia. The Trump Reaper hating this drought in Long Beach, California. 621 Jersey girl from PA now, bottoms up. Kim Cardoza from Stockton, California. Steph in San Diego. Pasta D in 82 degrees, Richmond Hill, Georgia. Stella Baxter is getting that Moderna jab in jab 1, kicking her butt in Los Angeles. Hey, Ms. Nick from Stafford, Virginia. M. Ward watching from home in Florida. Alaska Cindy is still in Anchorage, Alaska. Sylvia Correa from Madeira Island, Portugal. Paula Freitas from Madeira Island, Portugal. My Portugal ladies got their thing together. That's beautiful. I love to see it. Adrienne Gladish in breezy Columbus, Ohio. Ferguson, Alaska. Ferguson Abbey says Long Island in the Heezy. Hey, there's Wifey saying cutest action song, Tofa Tafa from Love to Sing. I love to sing about the moon or the June and the spring. Is that's not it, right? I love to sing. Victorina sending love in Pahrump, Nevada. Punxsutawney Mo in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. He's back on Twitter. Punxsutawney Mo, my man. He's back as at Mo6977 or Punxsy Mo. Nice. That's my dude. Yeah. Wendy from Tenerife, the Canary Islands. Spain. This is exotic. Almost as exotic as Madeira Island. It's wonderful. I love to see it. Petty Deb reminding us all to please smash those like buttons. Smash them. The song is called Tutti Ta. Thank you. Oh, that was the name of that song, the Chimichanga. Tutti Ta. Shell Teresa in Raleigh, North Kakalaki making chicken fajitas. Don't make me hungry. The Trump Reapers eating boogers. No. It's just what she said. I'm not saying this. Let's see. Where are we? La da 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 da. Cecile in sunny Grapevine, Texas. Monique and Mom from the DMV. Hello again, Mom. Let's see. Highboy44 from Georgia. Welcome, Highboy44. And let's see. Foxhill Dreams Entertainer wearing SC. 621 Jersey Girl. I'm pretty sure I got you, but I got you again from Jersey. 621 Jersey Girl. Here we go. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta. No echo today. This is good news. Nice. Melissa McQueen from Seattle. And there we go. That is our roll call, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go ahead. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Let's go ahead and jump on into our main story of the day, and it is the First Amendment. Now, those of you who know about the Constitution and the Founding Fathers and all of the amendments and the Bill of Rights and all that jazz, you know that any time that there is some kind of controversy on Twitter or about social media, the First Amendment pops up. Why? Well, for starters, I'll never forget how I lost my shit here on this show. Barely could breathe because I was laughing so hard when I found out that Spanky McDumbass had been not only banned from Twitter, and this was back, I think, early January. Excuse me. Not only from Twitter, but he was banned from Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, just all these different social media sites because the dude could not act responsibly. He persisted in passing that big lie about election being stolen. And come on, everybody knows it wasn't stolen. Everybody knows. And well, what about my First Amendment rights, man? I could say whatever the hell I want. Well, actually, no, you can't. We're going to talk about this First Amendment, huh? So today we learned Facebook actually had the option of putting him back on, platforming him again. And the guy has millions of followers, so that would be a significant Samantha B reminding me that I laughed for like 20 minutes. That was a crazy day. Don't get me started, guys. Don't get me started. But yeah, so Facebook could have put him back on today, but they opted to kick the can down the road for another 6 months. And basically, they kicked that can right back to Mark Zuckerberg. And they just said, hey, dude, look, at some point, we're going to keep him suspended, but we don't have anything in our rules that defines what indefinite suspension is. So you're going to decide either to take him off the platform or put him back on. But for now, he's off, which is important because, you know, as annoying and as much of a liar and a moron and idiot he is also dangerous. And that's why he's been deplatformed by all these different social media sites. So back in the day, when our founding fathers, they gathered to put the Constitution and the amendments together, they decided that they would make the First Amendment first. because it's the most important one. It's the one that it's really the First Amendment is the one that makes America America, that it puts the shine on our freedoms, right? Our freedoms. What freedoms are we talking about? Well, we're talking about Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. So, when they put the wording of this thing together, I'm pretty sure at least one guy was like, well, Thomas, surely you can't mean that people can say we are just allowing people to say anything they choose. This will not stand. And Thomas was like, listen, pal, it's going to stand. Look at us. We're a room full of white guys here. We can, whatever we say is what goes. The hundreds of years from now, they're going to say, look, the founding fathers, that's us. The founding fathers, they said we could say whatever the hell we want to say, except with a few exceptions, of course. Yeah, so they made their exceptions, and it's clear things you can say and cannot say. And over the years, legal court cases have been brought all the way up to the Supreme Court, which basically parse the intentions of the forefathers. And that's always what Supreme Court debates and scholars are always debating about. Thomas, he spoke with a Brooklyn accent. I'm sure of it. Yeah, I'm just saying, hey, look, the First Amendment, it says you can do whatever the hell you want to do, except when you can't do it. So, freedom of religion. It's very important. In fact, that was one of the main reasons a lot of the pilgrims, the early settlers came here because they didn't want to deal with the Church of England and all of that shit. Freedom of speech. Yeah. So what's important about freedom of speech is that, over there, if you spoke out against the king, off with his head, and none of that here. You can pretty much say whatever the hell you want to say. But freedom of speech is broad. It covers not just things that come out of your mouth, but expressions, and we're going to get into what some of those expressions are that may or may not be considered acceptable or even legal. Excuse me. Freedom of the press. Freedom of the press is very important because now the whole purpose of the freedom of the press was meant not only to inform people, but to be kind of like a check and balance against those who are in power. They report on what's happening and, we take it in and then we decide whether or not we still want those people to be in power. This is all part of our democratic experiment. And I like it, and we just have to make sure that all of these things are adhered to. All of our freedoms are preserved. The freedom of peaceful assembly. Those of you in the audience who were there in 2017, right after the election, this was how we responded, our team. This is how we responded when the election didn't go our way and we weren't too keen on it. Note, there was no violence. There was no deadly insurrection at the Capitol. And we had the numbers. We had, at least 1 million people, probably more in Washington, D.C. that day. But nobody was killed. It was a peaceful demonstration. Compare it to this that happened just 5 months ago. Tomorrow will be 5 months since the January 6th insurrection that killed 6 people and injured dozens of others. Freedom of petition. If we don't like something, here, sign this and sign this, pass it on, sign this, pass it on. Before you know it, you got millions of people saying, "We want a goddamn edit button in Twitter." The petition is, to petition your representatives about changes that you want to see happen. You know, um, now getting back to the whole issue of whether or not it's legal to scream fire in a crowded theater. It all depends on the circumstances, right? So if there actually is a fire, huh? If there is, and you're not bullshitting, you're saying that just to save lives, then yes, you can do it, actually. But if you just yelling fire just to cause some chaos and watch people get crushed and stampeded in the process, well, then that's not. That is not. And, it has been made clear over the years things that are and are not acceptable under things that are not protected by the First Amendment. The First Amendment is not a blank check. You can't say or do whatever you want. And some of the things that you can say or do, you're going to find are kind of shocking, surprising. This was the Citizens United decision, which decided that corporations are people and they are protected. Their political donations are protected by the First Amendment. And this is still something that we have to get overturned. And it is possible if we expand the court, that could happen. Burning the flag, believe it or not, in this country full of "My country 'tis of thee, don't you kneel during my national anthem. People died for that flag." Yeah, burning the flag is protected under free speech. And the same people who are complaining that a little crybaby can't get back on Twitter because of free speech, they want him to have the right for free speech to incite insurrection, but an inanimate object like a flag, "Oh, don't you burn our flag," protected. Deal with it. Suck it. Even this shit, this homophobic baker decides that he doesn't want to bake a cake for a couple because they're gay and because that goes against his religion. That's protected. His right to deny them service, that's protected. It's also protected for people to boycott the shit out of that guy and, and make life miserable for him. That's protected too. Freedom of speech. It goes both ways. Even this, it's still shocking to me, but the Ku Klux Klan and other hate groups are allowed to peacefully assemble and declare their hate for the world, for people who are, of a different nationality or a different religion. Yeah, they can spew their hate. They are protected, unfortunately, under the Constitution. Now, obscenity, right? Obscenity is a mixed bag, because it depends on who is defining what is obscene. And apparently, obscenity is protected by local governments, the local state and city jurisdictions. They determine what is considered obscene. But across the board, city, state, federal, child pornography is not protected. Yeah, not protected. And I assume things like sex trafficking and pedophilia, all that shit, nope, not protected. Libel. So you are not protected by the First Amendment you are not allowed to say false things about people in print. Libel is in print, and slander, I think, is in speech. Not protected. Libel. Also not protected is incitement. Fun fact, incitement is not protected by the First Amendment, nor is incitement to suicide. You cannot tell someone go kill themselves. You can't cyberbully someone and say, "Oh, you should kill yourself." No, no, no. That shit is not free. It's not protected free speech. Okay. Uh, fighting words. Fighting words. Believe it or not, it's interesting. If you guys were watching the last impeachment trial, they had the defense, Trump's defense, had put a supercut together of people saying the word fight. Fight. You got to fight, 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 fight. And they were trying to say that, people saying the word fight a lot, it means something. But it was a stupid example because it's a difference in intention, from people saying fight. They're saying it figuratively, but Trump had already stoked his crowd and told, you can't let them take it from us. You have to be strong. We got to go to the Capitol. We got to fight. That dude was inciting insurrection. And it is a crime that he was not convicted. Also, threats to the president of the United States, also not protected in free speech. So this incitement thing, not protected from free speech. So if the guy could just stop spreading that big lie, he might be permitted back on Facebook, maybe even Twitter, if he says, look, I was wrong. There was no election fraud. I lost fair and square. I'm going to stop saying that stuff about the election being stolen. Maybe they would let him back on. But the whole reason I'm talking about this whole First Amendment thing and the free speech thing is because it always pops up and people start screaming about Section 230. Well, you know what? Twitter and Facebook, those are privately owned companies, and you can't tell them how to operate their platforms. It is what it is. It is what it is. And now it seems like the only thing that the GOP believes in right now is standing by Trump and supporting his goddamn lie when they all know it's bullshit. So that leads me to my next topic, which is, can the GOP be saved? And do they deserve to be saved? What do we even need? The GOP is a raging dumpster fire right now. Raging. They are kicking this woman, Liz Cheney, they are kicking her to the curb, removing her from her position, even though back in January it was confirmed that that's her slot. But because she won't toe the party line, the party lie, and agree to stop saying that the election was not stolen, they're booting her and replacing her with Elise Stefanik. And I feel like at some level, I feel like I shouldn't really care. I should be celebrating the destruction of the GOP. This is what I've been looking forward to, right? Yeah, but it's not really that dry, that it's not that clear cut that we should not have multiple parties in the country. Anyway, earlier today, I saw a clip from Meghan McCain from The View. I don't watch The View, but I catch little clips on Twitter. And this clip, I can't stand her, but this clip made me sit up and I was like, oh, shit, she said that. Let me share it with you.
Well, let's cut the crap. He wasn't caught on a hot mic. I think anyone in politics knows that that was done intentionally. And what's going on is Liz Cheney was already, by the way, voted in January to stay in her position and overwhelmingly had support to stay when they tried to oust her before. And what's happening is it's very clear, and I'm going to be a little crass, they're shivving her for her going on television multiple times and saying that the election wasn't stolen and for refusing to debase herself to Cheeto Jesus.
Cheeto Jesus.
I don't understand what's going on.
Cheeto
I
Jesus.
have spent the past 5 years of my life trying to accept, understand, and include the MAGA base of this party. And the message that's being sent by the highest member of Republicans in Congress is that women like me and Liz Cheney, who refuse to bend the knee to President Trump but still remain loyal Republicans, we don't have a place in this party. We are worthless. We are not worth fighting for to keep. And I think it is Kafkaesque to try and spin this in a way that this is about anything else but her not supporting President Trump. And the leadership in the party is doubling down that Trump is the future. Now, what happened when we doubled down that Trump is the future? We lost count them, 4 Senate seats in the last election in red states, including in my home state of Arizona. We lost a giant election spectacularly.
You're going to lose more, too.
Up, and President Biden is expanding the government in a way that is the largest since LBJ. That's what we should be focusing on. But instead, we are going to bloodlet the party from women like me, college-educated women that lost you the election in the first place. I don't understand it. It's the most asinine politics I have seen in a really, really long time, in a cacophony of asinine politics.
Cacophony.
Very offensive of Liz Cheney. And if you do this, which it looks like they're going to do, I promise you there will be consequences. One way or another, there's going to be consequences. So go ahead in this sausage fest of MAGA.
Sausage fest of MAGA.
Pull her out and put another woman in who will do and say anything you want for President Trump. The election wasn't stolen. He's Jesus. It's only Trumpism going forward. See where this lands us in midterms. I'm absolutely furious.
Drop the mic, because wow, that was actually quite great. I can't stand Meghan McCain, and some people are saying that they believe that there is there's something happening when she has these ridiculous hairstyles. They think there's a correlation between when she has a stupid hairstyle, she says stupid things. When she has a regular hairstyle, she sounds better. But she's not wrong. I love the cacophony of what was it, insane politics? Yeah, that was great. But yeah, so the GOP right now is like a plastic bag in the wind, and I can't remember how that Katy Perry song goes, but yeah, they're just being buffeted about, based on the whims and the delusion of their party's leader. And their party's leader is not Mitch McConnell, it's the former guy. Mitch McConnell today said that he is going to devote 100% of his attention on stopping what the Democrats are trying to do. Good luck with that shit. These two jackasses, Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz, they are just oozing inappropriateness. Jim Jordan with his pedophile enabling, and Matt Gaetz with his sex trafficking scandal. And the GOP hasn't said peep about either scandal. Both of them are scandalous. Kevin McCarthy is basically just shining Trump's shoes when really he should have just kicked him to the curb. Trump is the emperor with no clothes, and not only will they not tell him, dude, you're naked. You're naked. They not only will they not tell him, they're literally just encouraging the delusion. They're feeding into it. These are grown people that know Joe Biden won, and they're continuing. They're doing a recount in Arizona. Is this what's going to happen moving forward? Whenever you lose an election, you just never accept? That's crazy. You are going to completely undermine the basis of our democracy. You're going to undermine and damage and possibly kill it. If nobody can trust election results, so now it's Republicans screaming that. What happens if the next election Democrats are doing the same thing? Our democracy will die, you know. And this jackass, he's either on Twitter or taking a flight to Cancun or doing some stupid shit, or also inciting insurrection. The GOP is worthless right now. So why should we care if they burn to smithereens and they are nothing? Oh, because America is not built for just one party. It's not. We are meant to be, kind of bipartisan. Not about everything. Of course, we're not going to agree on everything, but we can't continue to function with all of these one-sided votes. The Senate passing something just by the skin of their teeth, 51 to 49, and that's why people like Mitt Romney and Lisa Murkowski and even Susan Collins, Senator Concernicus, and Kristen Sinema and Joe Manchin become such central figures because these are the swing votes in the Senate. They are, whether we like it or not. Until we can gain some more headway in the Senate, win some more Senate seats, Joe Manchin, like it or not, he's the guy. Hate to say it. But bipartisanship, this is what bipartisanship looks like. This is shortly after Superstorm Sandy, President Obama went to visit then Governor Chris Christie, and there he is consoling Chris Christie, looking at him not as a Republican, just as a human being whose state was just devastated by a storm. It's times like that, when we really do need bipartisanship. And obviously, we don't have bipartisanship if we only have one party or one party that is functioning. Here's another strange, bipartisan moment. This was the infamous thumbs down from John McCain, when he was voting against trying to gut Obamacare. His party hated him after that, almost as much as they hate Liz Cheney right now. Woo, that thumbs down was infamous. When he died, there were a lot of Republicans who went online and said, "Good riddance, we hate you, go to hell." They really despised him for that. But this was something that he believed. I can't vote for this. That's a big deal. It's a very big deal for him to go against not just the GOP, but against Trump. So this cartoon I find very interesting because a lot of people wonder if the GOP and the Democratic Party are just flip sides of the exact same coin. You see the Democrats there on the left and the Republicans on the right, the taxpayers in the middle. The Republican is slipping the wallet out of the taxpayer's pocket and handing it over to the Democrat. It's like, excuse me, at the end of the day, these politicians are still getting paid and they are playing some kind of back and forth game. They're always promising to do things and always just missing delivering those things. And maybe at some point they need to keep this back and forth dichotomy going, because that dichotomy is what defines them and what defines us and what keeps them in power. I don't know. Maybe we need a realistic third party, and I know we have third parties, but none of them are viable. Actually, the Green Party, not viable. It's just those two, the Democrats and the GOP. What happens if the GOP were just to disappear tomorrow? Would the Democrats just go spending crazy, spending money on this, spending money on that, and basically doing away with the future of our kids and our grandkids? That's why we need the yin and the yang. It can't be all Democrat, it can't be all Republican. There's got to be a balance, a check and balance. So, as gleeful as I feel that they are fighting each other, let them fight. At some point, I really do hope that a voice of reason comes out of that chaos, because if not, politics in America is going to become really scary. So the peace and quiet we're enjoying now might just be the calm before the storm. We shall see. All right. Next, ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, look how long I have taken this show. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was being so chatty in this show. There's important things I feel that need to be said about certain things. But this is one of my favorite features. I could literally do an entire show, one full hour of just name that tune. Those of you who are familiar with this show and with this segment, you will recall that what I will do is I will either hum, sing, or read the lyrics. You do realize that you just said the Democrats will have to lose a chamber. Did I say that? The world's greatest entertainer? Democrats will have to lose a chamber. No. No, I didn't say that. No, what I mean is within the chamber, there's always got to be a functioning Democratic Party and Republican Party. When I say functioning, I mean functioning adults who can make logical, rational decisions, not based on personality. Yeah, no, when I say checks and balances, doesn't mean that we have to lose a chamber. It just means that, look, there are times when the Democrats don't have the majority and the Republicans do. And both parties are still meant to be reasonable, responsible adults that are not trying to do away with our voting rights, and with our essential needs. BDD, am I wearing contacts today? Yes, I am. I'm wearing contact lenses. If I don't have the glasses on, it means I got the contacts in. All right. I'm done with that last segment. Thank you for that comment, but I got to move on. Running out of time. Name that 80s tune. You guys know the deal. If you guess correctly, I will shout out the first 5 or 10 names. I can't read off all of your names there when you guess correctly. So here we go. This is the first one. I'm going to read this one. Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad upon the radio. He moved 1 million hearts in mono. Our mothers cried, sang along. Who'd blame them? Now you're grown, so grown. Now I must say more than ever. Tura, lura, tura, luraye. Ha! Yes, indeed. First up, we've got Kathy Murphy, Sheila Bird, Debbie Neiman. Debbie, you wrote Coke on Eileen. You could be Coke on Eileen too, but that would be a different video. Let's see. Hey! Asmila J, Tracy M, Tanise, Susie Brizuela, Julian Gautier. Nope, not the Boomtown Rats. Synth Fan, Samantha Hawkins, Charlie 3 Delta, Cha-Cha, Jennifer Rayner. Yes, you guys are correct. This was Dexy's Midnight Runners, the one-hit wonders that came out with Come On Eileen, oh I swear, at this moment you mean everything. Yeah. Come on, Eileen. All right, next up. I'm going to sing this. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round. Da-na-na. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. All right, this was correct. I'm giving you guys credit even if you didn't give the full name of the song. It was Total Eclipse of the Heart, but we will accept Turn Around and Bright Eyes. We got Denise, Samantha B. Synth Van correctly guessed Total Eclipse of the Heart, as did Jen Murphy and Corey Lord. Misha Oliver, Pasta D, Asmila J, Gavin Rutherford. All you guys said Turn Around. Synth Fan said, oh shit. Let's see. Nope, not Pat Benatar. But yeah, you guys are good. All right, next up. Here we go. Easy, ready, willing, overtime. Where does it stop? Where do you tell me to draw the line? You got the body, now you want my soul. Don't even think about it, say no, go. Come on now. And I'll do anything that you want me to, yeah. And I do almost anything that you want me to, yeah. But I can't go for that. All right, we got Stacy Mendenhall guessing both the name of the group was Hall & Oates and I Can't Go For That, followed by Tracy M., Kathy Murphy, Jen Murphy. We got the Murphys together. Natalie B gets partial credit for Hall Notes. Hall Notes, yeah. Sheila Bird, that's right. Hall Notes, I Can't Go For That. Tanise, the Trump Reaper, Watcher Soko, Cha-Cha, Synth Fan. The Trump Reaper. Says no can do. Shell Paulette, correct. Pandora, Synth Fan, Samantha Hawkins, Gavin Rutherford. Okay, you guys got it. Very good. This one I'm not going to sing. I'm just going to read the lyrics, and you can guess what it is. Steve walks warily down the street with his brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet. Machine guns ready to go. And yes, Michelle Warmoth, I do practice at 3 a.m. Yes, I do. So sorry to my wifey. So sorry. I know you love me. I love you. Anybody? Nobody? Okay, so Misha Oliver, you're getting partial credit. And I see Debbie Neiman and Tracy M. Stacy Mendenhall, you get the partial credit. Jen Murphy gets credit. Yes, it was Queen. Do-do-doom, doom, doom. Ba-doom, boom, boom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Another one bites dust. Ah. Mm, mm, mm. Another one bites dust, and another one's gone, and another one's gone. Another one bites dust. Hey, hey, we're going to get you too. Another one bites dust. Misha Oliver, Gavin Rutherford, Washo Soko, Susie Briswella, Jennifer. No, I can't sing it like Freddie. Nobody can sing it like Freddie. Kathy Murphy, Samantha Hawkins, Kathleen Cross, Trump Reaper. Yeah, great song. I had the 45 of that song. And on the flip side of that 45, fun fact, was a song called Don't Try Suicide, which was an interesting song for them to do way back when. Okay. This one you guys are going to get very quickly, I think. Doom 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 doom. Traveling in a fried out Kombi on a hippie trailhead full of zombie. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. And she said, yeah. I'm seeing guesses. I'm seeing some good guesses. Pasta D said, Australian guy. Okay, so we got some correct guesses here. Let's see, starting with Charlie 3 Delta at the top with Men at Work Down Under. Stacy Mendenhall also Land Down Under, Men at Work, correct. We got Tanise Down Under, Julianne Gauthier, Men at Work. You get the partial credit for that. DB, Pasadi, partial credit for Australian guy. I'm going to give you that. Lee Saunders, Land Down Under, Synth Fan. Misha Oliver said vegetated sandwich. Actually, it's Vegemite, and wifey sometimes indulges in something called Marmite, which is kind of similar to Vegemite. I don't really care much for it, but I have tried it. It is salty. It's kind of good, but Sheila Bird, Victorina, Johnny's 2 cents said Kangaroo Jack. Tracy M, Sylvia Correa, you guys got it. Ms. Nick, I see you too. All right. Next one. Let's see, how am I going to do this one? All right, I'll sing this one too, but I gotta change the voice of this one. You guys ready? You must understand, though the touch of your hand makes my pulse react, that it's only the thrill of boy meeting girl, opposites attract. It's physical, only logical. Okay, I'm seeing some early guesses. I see the name. You guys are putting the name out there. I see somebody putting the... Yeah. There we go. All right. Okay, so Correctamundo at the top here. We got Pasta D. Whoa, what's love got to do with it? Stacy Mendenhall, Gary Montero says, Tina Turner, what's love? That's right. What's love got to do with it? Sylvia Correa, Samantha B, Misha Oliver, Tanise, Julianne Gauthier, Natalie B, Tracy M, Susie Brizuela, Lee Saunders, Ms. Nick, Kathy Murphy, Sheila Bird, synth fan. Okay, you guys are correct. Fun fact, I did meet once. I met the woman who played Tina Turner in the movie, Angela Bassett. And I met her and I said, oh my God, I'm a big fan of all your work. I can't think of what's my favorite movie. Actually, yes, I can. It's What's Love Got to Do with It? And you were robbed the day that they denied you the Oscar. And she said, thanks a lot, brother. You really made my day. And I reached into my pocket and I said, can you put it in writing? I gave her a pen and paper and she wrote those exact words, love Angela Bassett. It was marvelous. And for the life of me, at 3 a.m. last night, I could not remember the name of this song. And so I had to jog my memory for that, that episode. All right. Holy cow, I have gone extremely late. Ooh, we got to finish this segment. Damn it. All right. I'm going to stop with the chat. Next one. Whoops. Okay, next one. It's poetry in motion. She turned her tender eyes to me, as deep as any ocean, as sweet as any harmony. What's that? What's that, guys? Come on. Oh, what do we got here? We got a Mr. E. Please, moderators, escort Mr. E to the Thumbs of Doom room because Mr. E, you need to leave. You punk ass bitch. You come on a show like this and you want to talk shit, huh? So A, you gave me a view, so you lose. And B, now you get to leave instead of having fun with us, you punk ass bitch. Get on out of here. All right, correctamundo. We have Stacy Mendenhall guessed correctly first with Blinded Me with Science. Followed by synth fan Tracy M, Misha Oliver, Corey Lord. Oh no, Corey Lord didn't guess. Says I'm young, I can keep going. Samantha B. Pandora, no, not Pandora. Nope. Jen Murphy, Kathy Murphy. You two are voting together at the same time. Asmila J, correct. Science! Natalie B, Debbie Neiman, Sheila Bird, nope. Cha-Cha, you said Billy Ocean. No, not even close. The Trump Reaper and Susie Brizuela. Very good. Thomas Dolby, She Blinded Me with Science. All right. Next up, I'm going to sing this one too. Actually, no, it'll be too easy if I sing. Yeah, all right, I'll sing it. I'm saying all the things that I know you'll like, making good conversation. I gotta handle you just right. You know what I mean. I took you to an intimate restaurant, then to a suggestive movie. There's nothing left to talk about yet. It's horizontally. Boom, 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 yeah. All right. First up, we got. Wait. Oh man. Damn it. I screwed up my own show again. It is physical that I didn't have a picture for, and I forgot, and then I gave away the second one. Shit. So anyway, guessed correctly by Tracy M, Samantha B, Stella Baxter. Nope, not Stella Baxter. No, sorry. No. Jen Murphy, Gavin Rutherford, Synth Fan, Susie Brizuela, Stacy Mendenhall, Sylvia Correa, Natalie B, Tanise, Kathy Murphy, Watcher Soko, Cecile Kazimi, Susie Brizuela, you said Madonna. We have some parting gifts for you. Lee Saunders, Debbie Neiman, and Shel Teresa, and everybody. You guys got it correctamundo. And you guys are already guessing the song because you saw the artist, okay? So that's not it. That's not it. I'm going to do that next one anyway, even though I screwed it up. Stop guessing until I read the lyrics. You're going to know anyway. Anyway.
I was working part-time at a Five and Dime. My boss was Mr. McGee. He told me several times that he didn't like my kind, 'cause I was a bit too leisurely. Seems that I was busy doing something close to nothing, but different than the day before. That's when I saw her. I saw her. She walked in through the outdoor.
Wow, I'm seeing guesses flying left and right that you guys are you don't have it. Let's see. I'm going to tell you who did get it. Let's see. First one to get it correctly was Stacy Mendenhall with Raspberry Beret, followed by Tracy M, Kathy Murphy, Sherry Scary, Pasta D, Gavin Rutherford, Stella Baxter. Trump Reaper said raspberries and grapes. I'm gonna give you credit for that shit. Julien Gauthier. Yeah, some of you guys are guessing Little Red Corvette. Was my reading that bad, or was I just that good at deceiving you all? Wilbur McCarthy, Samantha Hawkins. She says it still sounds like raspberries and grapes. No. That was good. The kind you find in a secondhand store. That video, I watched that earlier today, and I kind of got emotional because I was like, this guy was so goddamn talented, and he's gone. It really it kills me. It kills me. Dude was amazing.
She walked in through the outdoor.
All right, now I'm way over time. You guys are getting bonus minutes today, I suppose. I see I've already lost a few of you, but those of you who have hung in there this long, I appreciate you. I really do. And I hope you guys enjoy this show as much as I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it today. Yes, Sheila, I tried to deceive. Yes. Synth fan, why are you saying Led Zeppelin?
That wasn't Led Zeppelin. It was Prince singing Raspberries and Grapes.
All right. Last but not least, we're going to do You Raggedy Bish. And today's You Raggedy Bish is brought to you by the trash heap, the burning trash heap that is Fox News. Fox and Friends star Brian Kilmeade.
close are you to getting back in the room? What do you miss most about not being in school?
I miss most, obviously, seeing my friends and all the after-school activities that I've done. And I think that we're very, very close getting back to school. And I think that the way that our new president is handling things is a very good way. And we would not have gone to this if it were still the last president.
Really? That's hard to believe, because the last president was saying, I want every kid back in school. Lily, for you, what is your hope, knowing the numbers are going down and the governor might be open?
What a jackass. Nah, kid, sorry, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. All right? I don't care what you have to say. President Trump is God. He is the greatest thing to earth since sliced bread and roller coasters. You are absolutely wrong. Forget about it. Get the hell off of my show, Brian Kilmeade. Brian Kilmeade is part of this trio that is known as Fox and Friends. That, is an insult to anyone with an IQ above single digits. This was a sixth grade kid. A nice kid, apparently. You seemingly don't bring a sixth grader onto your show and then try to diss him. That's fucked up. That's truly fucked up. How bad do you have to be? They don't. Fox and Friends doesn't give Trump that kind of pushback when he pushes obvious lies. The kid is sharing his opinion. You want to kill his little spark inside of him? Forget about it. You didn't kill any spark in that kid, because that kid is already smarter than you, dumbass Brian Kilmeade. He has more integrity in his pinky than the three of you have on your best day, any day of the year. That kid. He's right. President Biden, he's doing a great job, actually. Not just a good job, he's doing a great job. And the three of you helped to create the monster that is Donald Trump by allowing him to keep calling in and spreading his nonsense. You can't even get him off the air. When you need him to get off, he won't get off. You guys are pathetic. Pathetic. You treat a little sixth grader like that. I hope that sixth grader grows up, becomes a billionaire, buys your show, and then sells the three of you. Disgusting. This raggedy bish thing, this really could extend to the entire cast of Fox News. Fox and Friends, nobody really goes there for news, I don't think. They mostly go there for background noise with a touch of racism, a touch of not in your face racism, just, enough while I'm buttering my toast in the morning not to say, wait, what? That's Fox and Friends. You tune in there for the weather, some guys maybe tuning in for the lady in the middle. But aside from that, there's no value to that show whatsoever. So that's all I'm going to say about Fox and Friends and Brian Kilmeade. But that was really a shitty thing to do to a sixth grader. God damn it. All right, because I have run so very, very long, we are going to skip the reading of The Littlest President. You guys have already read it with me 7,000 times. So what I would like to do instead is take about 4 questions from you guys who are still here. 4, this many questions. Yeah. Let's see what you thought about today's show, about the topic. If you have any questions about anything I covered, if you have any suggestions going forward, I got time for 4. Time for 4. I'm saying all the things that I know you'll like, making good conversation. That's why I got this show just right. You know what I mean? I was a big fan of Olivia Newton-John back in the day. My book's falling apart anyway, Pasta D says. But my book is so beautiful. I love it so much. Solid Blue Sister. I can always count a Solid Blue Sister for a question, and usually a pretty good one, too. Let's see. What is your definition of a subtle asinine racist comment. Here's one. You know that Senator Tim Scott, he's so articulate. That kind, it's meant as a compliment, but really it's kind of condescending. And because why wouldn't I be articulate? I've been to school and college and profession. I'm a senator, and why wouldn't I be articulate? That kind of subtle, asinine, racist comment, that sort of thing. Saying all the things that I know you'll like. Thank you, Cha-Cha. And Sheila says, bullshit. My son has been blackmailed into that show and he voted for President Obama. What do you do? Sheila, I'm guessing you possibly a Trump supporter. My son has been blackmailed into that show. I don't even know what that means. I feel for you, I suppose. If your son was blackmailed into a show, was blackmailed into watching a show. I don't know what you mean. And he voted for President Obama. What do you do? Well, I do a lot. I raised a family. I raised 3 beautiful sons who all 3 are grown. All 3 completed college. One is a scientist. One's a teacher. One works for a military, God damn it, what is that? He does aviation. Damn it. And I'm raising 2 children now. And I got a show. And I got almost 1 million followers. What do I do? What do you do, Sheila? You don't even have a last name on your thing, so bye-bye. Sherry Scary wants to know what's for dinner. What day is today? It's Wednesday. That means it's not salad. It could be some type of meat thing. I don't know. I don't know what's for dinner. Johnny's 2 cents says, the show was great. What's your process to plan out what you're going to talk about? Excellent question. I love to answer this one. So I am scanning the news, the different news sources, both on TV and on the interwebs, as well as scanning the trending topics in Twitter to see what's everybody talking about? What's the big deal today? And I'll be honest with you guys, the news is like, it's nothing. It's not a whole hell of a lot going on. So I spend the day just like, where can I find some stories? And then 3 o'clock, I go and I talk to wifey, and I'm like, I got nothing. Every day, swear to God. She's like, how's it going? I'm like, I got nothing. Nothing. And then what I do is I decide, okay, like today, I decided, all right, I'm going to do that feature because it's fun. Actually, I decided that last night, the 80s songs. But the main topics today were free speech and the GOP, saving the GOP. In my opinion, those were the 2 main topics today because of Liz Cheney and because of Trump and the Twitter thing. So then I go and I look for pictures online that have to do with my topic. And sometimes I have to research and I look up, either a Britannica thing or a Wikipedia thing. And I have to research, and then I'm writing notes down. And then I take those pictures and I bring them into Photoshop to make sure that they're all the same size, right? And I start making my agenda. And my agenda includes quick hits, timeline cleanse, the 3 main topics, you raggedy bish, and occasionally I have some random stuff at the top of the show. And I take all of my pictures, all of my videos, and I organize them into folders, and then I drop them into this application that I'm using to stream now. And then I prepare a tweet that I'm going to post that kind of gives a summary of the topics of the show. And then I hit go live. And that's pretty much it. It's a process. It's time consuming. It's not easy peasy, But and the wig was kind of a last minute decision for today. Misha Oliver says, cover rock bands like Led Zeppelin. They weren't big for me as a youth. As a youth, I wasn't listening to like Led Zeppelin and Metallica and things like that. I came to develop appreciation for Led Zeppelin, like Kashmir and dun-dun-dun, 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 and also AC/DC. A lot of my classmates were listening to bands like that when I was in school, but I didn't really care for it until I was a growed up. But I'll see if I can put enough songs together that I like and that I know. Yeah, I will do it. I will do it. Samantha B. I think this is going to be the last question. Did we ever get more information on Rudy Jr.'s meltdown yesterday? I did not. But I will cover it if that story develops. Jennifer says this show could be 2 hours. It's already 1 hour and 36 minutes. It's a record. It's my longest show of all the shows that I've ever done shows for. All right, guys. Thank you so kindly for hanging in there with me. Those of you who are still there, I appreciate you. I appreciate the ones that left too, but not as much. No, I know people have things to do. They got to cook. Some people are in a different time zone over in Europe. It's like crazy late, 1 o'clock in the morning. But I appreciate you guys all. If you got to go out or you got to do something, please make sure you wear your masks. 2 of them. Wear your gloves. Keep your social distance. 6 feet or better. And have a beautiful, relaxing, enjoyable evening. I will see you guys here tomorrow. Same time. No bangs. I love you all. Peace. Science! Boom. Hey! This was one long-ass show. I don't know how you guys can sit there watching me for this whole time now. Hey, can I get a beer? Yes, you can get a beer. Go and get yourself a beer. Enjoy that beer. And hold that beer. Gavin Rutherford, I missed your birthday yesterday, and then I didn't remember to greet you for the birthday today. I'm so glad you reminded me at the end of the show. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Happily birthday. Thank you, Lisa Hathaway. I don't like these bangs, but it is what it is. Hey! Oh, Lee Saunders with the suggestion movie songs. Guess the movie. I like it. I like it because I watch movies a lot and I listen to the music too. I miss Lisa Hathaway's birthday. Good Lord, I'm such a bad Brooklyn dad. Happy birthday, Lisa Hathaway. Happy birthday, Lisa Hathaway. Hey! Johnny's 2 cents is on a Facebook ban. Well, I'm glad to provide you with the sanity. Yes, indeed. Uh. Okay, so Susie Briswella's birthday was on April 13th, and Lisa Hathaway's birthday was on April 4th. What else was I gonna say? Oh, there's my stomach growling. So you know what time it is. It's time for